Hello everyone. This video is about it's a post-trade analysis of the trades that I took today, and as you can see, this is my day's history. I mean, from the looks of it, it doesn't look very profitable, but at the end of the day, for me, close to $100 is it's a very good day, considering it's me, and I have just started out making some headways. Let's talk through the trades quickly, and then we'll check them out how it went on the charts. It wasn't trouble free the all of today, and there are things I wish I did differently, but I learned a lot today about all the from all the things that I did, and I'll try and keep an eye out and not do repeat those that I did today. So I started by trading the dollar yen pair, as you can see here. Actually, I started with the Aussie dollar for a sell after the economic news came out that dollar Aussie would be weak, as you can see over here, but it wasn't moving much, and I took the trade at the near the close of New York, which also was a bad idea. Let me show you over here. Let's go to the 15 minutes chart. I was trying to trade over here. I was in for a sell, um, and it wasn't a very good idea. So as soon as it went into some profits, I closed the trade and got out. I didn't like the movement, and I didn't know what news would be affecting the dollar, and took me out from the trade before I was ready. So I then moved on to the dollar yen. Here, as you can see, let me go to the 15 minutes chart. We will get a better picture over here. So I with dollar yen, when I loaded up the charts, let me go to trading view. This is dollar yen 15 minutes. Yeah. So when I loaded up the charts, it was somewhere over here. So seeing this, and I was at the night, there weren't much economic news that were coming out, or it was a Monday, so there were no news for that many news for yen. But the way I saw it was, I went to the 1 hour 1 hour chart. By the way, I mainly trade on 15 minutes, mainly use 15 minutes to do my analysis, but the 1 hour I use it to um, watch out if what the people who are trying to who are waiting for me to make a mistake, the big boys, what they are doing. So in the hourly chart, I saw this big move. And then this, and then this had happened already. I was at that time the chart was here, so I saw this. After this big move, it didn't follow through. It didn't go any further than this. It didn't go any further than this. So I thought, okay, so the buyers would be trying out now. This is like, if you see here, this is a small range breakout, and this candle, it stopped here, so the buyers might be trying again. And either way, I was expecting that the sells wouldn't start until prices came back over this level over here. So the first thing I did was I put a pending sell over here. Now that was a great idea. I put a pending sell over here, and then what I did was I was sitting idle and I was thinking, okay, if prices are gonna go over here all the way from over here, and as you can see, um, uh, as you can see, um, this is like 50-60 pips. So I was thinking, okay, rather than wait, I'll sit in front of the charts and let me try and get a buy out of this. I already had the pending SL over here. So I tried doing that, had a few scares. I got out early with some profits, as you can see. Oh shit, I forgot to switch the windows. Okay, let me go over here. As you can see it now, if you see these charts, I got in somewhere over here, and I saw this breakout, and I got in for the buy. Didn't perform that well. I got out somewhere over here, or from all the trades that I took. It wasn't a very clever move, but I made some money. But the biggest mistake that I made was, after I got scared over here, I removed my pending sell order from here. And as you can see, if I had kept it, it would have gone all the way. At least the next day, to this morning when I opened up the charts, prices were over here after doing this. So even if I closed over here, I would have made a 70 pip profit uh, without being in front of the charts with this single sell order, pending sell order. So yeah, that was regretful. And if I held on more, then you see where it goes. But this was a bit choppy. I don't know if I would have gotten in or not. Anyway, um, if I had anyway, so after all the mess ups that I did, thankfully I did not make any major mistake over here. At least I did not make any big losses in my dollar yen trades, except from this one. And but either way, the dollar yen trades were not bad considering. So later in the day, I moved on to euro dollar, as there were news. News was supposed to come out from euro news, these ones. So after these came out, let me go to the euro chart. So after let me go to the 15 minutes. So after the news came out, the chart was over here. Things were over here. So I was waiting to see some activity. So let me see if I'm in the right window. Yes. So after this candle came up, I entered here. I entered here, and then um, uh, I intended to. I knew this was a euro was good news mostly, so I knew it would be a buy. I was expecting. I didn't know. I was expecting. It was a very calculated expectation. I was expecting it to be a buy, so I thought after this move it will come down at best up to here and then we'll start going up again. But I didn't want to miss out, and as always I entered early over here. Another big mistake I did, I executed this trade from my phone, and as you can see, earlier I was messing around with the lot sizes, and I usually trade with 1 mini lots, but this was a mistake. As soon as I took the trade, I realized that it was a big lot size, and I got scared at first. So now I was waiting around to see when prices would move in to the break even, or hopefully take off. But it took a long time for that to happen. It did this all the way from here. Uh, it was a 30 pip move after I took the trade, but I stuck through, and I took another trade. I took another 1 mini lot over here somewhere, and then I added another position over here for the buy. And after this position, when prices were over here and touching my first break even, I thought, okay, enough. I made a huge mistake, and not luckily, prices are back over here, and I'll close now. I need to reset my mind. And prices were doing this. So I got out at this candle with as little loss as I could. As you can see, this one is 4 pip loss. No, it's more than that. It's less than that in pip value. But yeah, this one I closed, this one I closed, and this one I made a huge profit. This is the trade I got at the bottom. This one I got over here. So it was a handsome amount of profit in pip value. So after I got out of this one, I was thinking what I could do, what to do next. I was waiting to see what these candles do, and I was also checking out the hourly chart. So right at this candle, where when I saw it dipping down over here, didn't go any further and came back in, ended above the starting price, I got back in again. So this was the end of that hourly candle. Let me show you. This, I was pretty excited by this. This was the candle. At the end of this candle, I got in. It was 2 minutes to the next hour. So as soon as I got in, it took off. The prices took off. I got out somewhere over here after prices were stuck at this level somewhat, and then began to come back in. I got out with around, I think, well, it was 1 mini lot, so yeah, as you can see, 39 pips. So this was a pretty exciting trade for me. because this is the first time I got in just before the spike from a news event, and as soon as I entered, this was hovering here over with 50 pip value, 50 pip profit from this one single trade, and it was scary for me. So I got out. I got out here. I got out at this. Wait, I have the price. I got out at 1668, so it was somewhere, yeah, somewhere near here, somewhere here. So this was the last trade, the second last trade that I took. So after I got out, the fear went away and everything, and I thought, okay, maybe there is a re-entry. It was doing this and this, all this, so I got in somewhere here at near 16 sorry 1164 or something. But soon as it went into profits, I brought my SL into break even. It hit the SL and then went up to here. So anyway, I did not regret that move. I was, I was caught in between a lot of emotions from this profit. So all in all, this was a great day for me. I hope I can continue taking trades like this one. Actually, I'm most proud of this trade, the one that I caught from the bottom. Um, where is it? The one that I caught right over here, entered right over here as it was getting back in. This trade I am most proud of because this was the perfect timing. Soon as I get in, it kept going up. It wasn't too fast and it wasn't slow either. It did not keep me waiting for my profits, and even I did not feel fear when I got into this trade or I was going through this trade. This one was fun. This trade that I took, this one was a lot of fun because this is the first trade I got from a news event that worked my way. And yeah, that's it. That was today for me, and I have learned quite a few things. And I have learned to, before um, the a trade performs the way you are expecting, if you have done the fundamental analysis correctly and all that, I am learning to expect this more and more, you know after this sudden beginning of activity. I am learning to expect this move because, on this candle, when prices are over here, the big buyers, they're never gonna start buying from here. you know they're gonna try and see what the sellers do, and when the sellers bring the prices down again, they're gonna kick in as they did from over here. This is where the big boy started, and this is where I could get in. I couldn't carry out this whole thing. I got out here but then got back in, and then it went my way. But that needs to be fixed. But I am pretty proud of this one. So that's it. Good night, and hopefully I'll see you later with more updates to how I'm learning to forex properly, and wish me luck.